Hello Tokusatsu community and welcome back to my SODO Sunday series here on the Toku Twister YouTube channel. This is the series where I cover all the latest SODO, SHODO, and Uterline figure news from Japan. Today we have some SHODO Super stuff to talk about, and the next SHODO-XX Wave, and also the next SODO Chronicle Kabuto Wave. So let's go and get right on into it. So a couple of months ago, we got to see that the next series joining Kamen Rider SODO Chronicle was Kamen Rider Kabuto. And now we have our second set, our second retail set, which could be the final set. There's really not a ton for SODO to do for Kabuto, and after this upcoming set, they're pretty much covering most of the bases with Kabuto. But this set, of course, the titular Kabuto for the set is going to be Kabuto Hyper. So, of course, his final form, his really only upgrade form that we see for Kabuto in the series, is going to be coming to the SODO Chronicle line. Now, there are going to be some swappable pieces and stickers and such like that to be able to make the Hyper Clock Up form, which is slightly different from the default Kabuto Hyper. You're also going to be getting swappable pieces to turn the Perfect Zector into its gun mode or sword mode, or loaded with all the Zectors, or not loaded with all the Zectors. So pretty much anything you want it to have for Hyper Kabuto, it is going to have. And joining Hyper Kabuto is a very exciting figure, because for the very first time getting an action figure, and not just getting some kind of like mass collection figure or like standalone little converged figure that couldn't really articulate, is Hyper Gattack from the Kabuto Hyper Battle DVD. So this is really cool that we're getting some Hyper Battle DVD representation here for Gattack Hyper, and just like with Kabuto Hyper, you're going to get some swappable stickers and such to make Gattack Hyper's Clock Up form as well. Now, of course, in addition to the Hyper forms, we're going to be getting Dark Kabuto in this set, since he was not present on the last set, and every time they do a Kabuto figure, it's usually pretty easy for them to then turn around and make a Dark Kabuto. So Dark Kabuto, of course, is also in this set. Now, he will be the only one in the set to have pieces for a masked form, because none of the other forms or riders in this set have masked forms. That was pretty much covered fully in the first wave, but Dark Kabuto does still have one as well, and you're going to be able to do it. And then to finish off the set, you're going to get the Hopper Hellbros of Kick Hopper and Punch Hopper, which is really cool that we're going to be getting those. And pretty much after this, the only things that they could really do for Kabuto in SODO Chronicle would be like the 3 movie riders or some Zek Troopers or anything like that. And I'm sure SODO will probably at least do the movie riders, but I don't know if they'll do a bunch of Zek Troopers or anything. But I guess time will tell if we get a third wave, or if we just move over to premium sets, or what they do. But for now, this is our second set of SODO Chronicle Kabuto. And speaking of second sets, we have our second set of SHODO-XX, the brand new SHODO sets, or brand new SHODO line that is beginning here pretty soon. So we've already seen a couple months ago that the first set of SHODO-XX was going to have like Kuga and 01 and Black RX, and kind of just like some more popular like beginning era riders or very important riders. And this set is going to continue off of that a little bit, but we are also going to be introducing Kamen Rider Double into this set. So in this set, we're going to get Double in his main 3 forms of Cyclone Joker, Heat Metal, and Luna Trigger. I don't believe that these are able to swap around to make like, like Luna Joker or something like that. I don't think you can do that. But this is not the only Double figures in this set, as we are also going to be getting the secondary rider from the series, Kamen Rider Axel. And then continuing off of how set 1 had 01 characters, we're going to be getting Kamen Rider 02, the final form of 01, which is also going to have some swappable pieces to have like the crossed Izu arms, if you want to make this the Izu version of 02 from the 01 movie, which is really cool because I kind of just associate this form with her anyway at this point, more than I associate it as 01's final form, even though it is that too. So you're going to be able to either have it as a form for Aruto or a form for Izu, depending on how you want to do that. And then also continuing off of the fact that we had Black RX in the first set, we're going to be getting Black RX's other forms of Robo Rider and Bio Rider. So overall, very nice set here that, continues what they've already started with SHODO-XX, and of course introduces Double into it as well. And speaking of Double, they ended off the blog with a little teaser for something to come, which looks to be a SHODO figure of the Nazca Dopant from Double. Now, we're not exactly sure how this is going to be released, if it's going to be like in a SHODO-O set, or some kind of special Dopant set or something like that, but it does look like we're going to be getting a Nazca Dopant to fight the upcoming Double from XX. And then finally for this week, we've already had a couple teasers for this, and they still haven't been ready to fully reveal it, but they do have a new teaser image of the upcoming SHODO Super Liveman set. We've already seen some picture prototypes of these guys over the last couple of months, but this is a nice little silhouette of all 5 of them, confirming that we are going to be getting at least the core team here. Before we only saw prototypes of red, blue, and yellow, but now this has silhouettes of green and black as well. So if there was any doubts about them doing all 5 of the Liveman, they are going to be doing it, and we just don't know exactly when they're going to reveal the whole set. And with that, that's all we have to talk about for this week. Of course, if you guys enjoyed this episode of SODO Sundays, you can check out other Tokusatsu related content from me on the internet, such as Geek Each Week and Toku Topics and SODO Pop on YouTube, and you can follow me on Twitter at LivingRangerKey or at LightningFigPR. And I'll see you all next time.